Hi everybody, hope you're all okay. Welcome along. This is, as always, going to record this first onto Facebook Live. If you happen to see it come up and you want to join in at the time being, then feel free to do so. We're going to do some three-dimensional movements, some calming, relaxing motions to actually relax, basically. Cool ourselves down, relax. So you can use this as part of your cool down, or you might want to add it on to the end of your cool down. It's all about balance and peacefulness, mindfulness as well. Okay, so to do this, you want to really focus onto your breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. There are three-dimensional movements in there, and if you want to do them one-handed, seated or standing, choice is yours. If you're going to do them standing, make sure you've got some support that is fixed around you, and if you want to do it single-handed in a standing position, then do just change your arms over every now and again by changing your support. As always, make sure that there's a clear space around you. Any pets in the house are out of the way. You've got a drink available and you're feeling well. All right. Now, if you wanted to do this on its own, you can. What I'd suggest is a little bit of a circulation booster beforehand. So just a march for a few minutes, just to warm yourself up a little bit. Or you can add it onto the end of a warm-up that you've done, a routine that you've done before. So you've done a warm-up, you've done some cardiovascular, you might have done some strength. And you might want to add this onto the end of it after you cool down. So always do a bit of a cool down before you do this. Don't just do this as you cool down. We need to gradually bring ourselves down in that cool down. All right, so when you're ready, let's focus on our posture firstly. So with our posture, we're going to stand with our heels in line with our knees in line with our hips, and we're going to lift our shoulders up, back and down. All right, from there, we're going to focus on our arms firstly. All right, so bear with me a second. What we're going to do with this is we're going to lock our fingers in together in front of us. Lock our fingers in. We're going to come up, and as we come up, breathe in through our nose, take it above your head, and then bring the hands down and breathe out. So we breathe in and out. Yeah, make sure you've got some room around you, and just make that move as big as you can. So if you can't go too far above your head, that's fine. Work to where you're comfortable. If you find it very difficult to go above your head at all, you could even stay here, take the arms out and down. So you've got various motions available to you. In your seated position, just make sure you're sitting nice and tall. So again, we've lifted from our hips here, starting in front, we're coming up. If we can go above our head, and then circle down and around. Yeah, and again, if you can only come to a certain part, whether it's here or here, just take your hands to where you can, take the arms out and down. Okay, so let's have a little practice of that. So we're going to cup the hands together, we're going to come up above our head, keeping the eye line to the front, don't take the eye line with you. Bring the hands down and around. Okay, breathe in and out. Lovely. Okay, have a couple of goes at that, see how that feels. And again, remember, you can do it seated. If you want to do it one-handed with support, then that's able to do that as well. So do a few on each side and then change to the other side for me and do the motion on the other side. Okay, brilliant. All right, lose the hands for a moment. Feet. Here, what we're going to do with our feet is as we reach up, we're going to come onto the balls of our feet. So we're lifting our heels off, and this is where you might want to consider doing it one-handed, so you've got some support. Another option for you is to lean against something. Okay, so lean your bottom against something, and as you breathe in, you can lift up. You've got that support there still, but don't stand right back against it, because as we lift then, we could tip forward. So we want to stand a little away from it, about half a foot's length away. We can breathe in and lift and lower. The important thing with this is you're coming up onto the balls of your feet and your toes. Don't let your feet come out to the side. Okay, so we're breathing in and we're breathing out. Okay, let's put the two together. Before we do that though, in our seated position, we can do exactly the same look. Lift up and lower. So there's no difference in our seated position. just lifting onto your toes and lowering. All right, from there, let's just go again. Bear with me a second. So we're going to breathe in and out. Breathe in and lift and out. Again, breathe in and out. Remember your support options. So here, look. Lovely. Okay, there we go. So practice that, see how you get on with it. It's just that lift and that lower. Okay, so we're lifting up and we're lowering down. Excellent job. Okay, add that on after you've done the cool down. Use it as a bit of a relaxation, and you can do it for about 5 minutes. All right, so have a go, see how you feel. Add it on to the end of a cool down. Don't use it as your cool down, but use it as a relaxation. And if you haven't done a workout in particular, you might want to just have a go at that. Do it on its own. Do a little bit of a march firstly, just to get the blood pumping around the body a bit more. And certainly if you come from a seated position to a standing position to do it, make sure you have a little bit of a march first so we don't get a drop in blood pressure. And then we can go from there. Okay? As always, if you've got any questions, any feedback or any requests, please do let me know and I will see what I can sort for you. I'm going to have another one of these in just a few minutes, which I'll do on Facebook Live firstly again, and then upload it onto our normal ones, and then we'll try and do something as far as hands are concerned as well. All right, take care everybody, and I'll see you soon.